everybody, welcome to Near Mid Condition, a channel where you could be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm the Astonishing Melanie. This is the Uncanny Omar, and together we are Omni.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to your Saturday morning stream. We have been doing this for 4+ years.
Yeah, that's what I was going to guess.
Almost, yeah. It'll be 5 years in March. I've been doing YouTube for 9 years. It'll be 10 years next year, which is just crazy to think about. So I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying their Saturday.
Everybody at the banana stand.
That man recognizes a good TV show. Happy Saturday from Indonesia, Omar and Melanie and everyone. Hope you all are doing great. And somebody asked earlier, what are you all reading? I'm curious.
There's 3 channels asking, what's everybody reading and where are you from? Why didn't they click on it? And Comic Pages is saying hello from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. Where Fantasy Realm, our local comic shop, will be celebrating its 4th anniversary in February. That's awesome.
That's amazing. Don't touch it. There's
so many good quotes from that show.
Hey, how much is a banana? $5?
$10?
I can buy my own food.
So Flint's saying, how are you, Flint? Extreme 2 and Excalibur 3 arrived in the same shipment, and boy, it was hard to choose which to start with. Ended up going with Excalibur.
Yeah, there's some great books that came out in September and in October. A lot of good stuff coming.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're reading Beneath the Trees for the book club this month that we'll be having at the end of the month. That's through Patreon.
And we're doing Old Reader, New Reader on it, too, on the 23rd.
Yeah, totally didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. And I will be interviewing Patrick Horvath on Saturday, I think. I can't remember. It won't be live because I'll be at New York Comic Con. Well, I'm sorry, we'll be at New York Comic Con, and we got an interview set up, and it'll be after an announcement, so we can talk about what he's going to announce, and that's all I will say. Very excited, though. Very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Joker 2, Gaga.
No, it wasn't called.
We're reviewing that tomorrow at
6
p.m. Woo! I can't wait to talk about that movie. Reread 19 volumes of Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm a big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, dude. That's an old one. I love it. You're reading Decorum? I love Decorum. Yes, it is weird. Beautiful, too. Currently jumping between Superman, Triangle Years, and House of M Omnis. No, we still will do the Saturday stream. Like I said, we have been doing this for 4.5 years. Never miss one. My brain might not be here. Oh, I mean, like either you take over, Maddie takes over, Dom took over one day.
So maybe we can have people take over because that's a lot. We're in New York.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll see what we can do. I'll see what we can do. It won't. There will be a Saturday stream though.
Let's see. Omar, I've now read all of Mike Barron's Run on Flash.
Woof.
I've not seen Beetlejuice yet.
How have we not seen that?
We saw
hey Dana, how are you?
Robot. He could finish up the Infinity Inc. collection with the first 10 issues, but took a break when the signed Somna hardcover came in with the nudie to Lotte.
Wait, you got a nudie.
Oh, okay.
Those books are great. I need to pick the Somna up. I can't remember where mine is.
Will's gonna skip Joker 2 to support Transformers 1.
Thank you, Will. Because Transformers 1 is a better movie. I don't know if there's enough beer for me. I don't know. I mean, what else can I say that I'm sure everybody else has already said?
That it was pretentious.
Oh, gosh. I mean, it's got good cinematography. I'll give it that. It's really good, like solid cinematography. It's just anyway. Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. How's my buddy doing? How's Chris? Sunny and cool here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Question, Melanie. What book that is still coming out that you haven't read yet are you looking forward to reading?
Wait, so that it has come out? That is still coming
Hasn't come out yet.
Oh. No say. I don't know.
No say.
But I'm looking forward to reading Captain America Volume 2 by Straczynski.
Yep, that's
cool. And Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver I saw us upstairs.
Yeah, I finished reading that. That one's Volume 4.
Oh.
Or no, Volume 3? Volume 4 comes out later this year.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to reading Ryan North's Fantastic Four Volume 4. I'm actually looking forward to reading the X-Men trade paperbacks. Because reading one issue, I don't think does enough. You know, you can't really justify or judge a book by just one issue. So I think the first X-Men trade has like the first 7 issues, which is insane. They don't do that these days. They don't do 7-issue trade paperbacks. It's got 7 issues, and I mean outside of epics and big thickies, right? But for modern stuff, they don't really do that. But I kind of want to see the train rate. Caden, how you doing, buddy? As you know, I live in a small town called Guthrie. You know who else is a Guthrie? Sam Guthrie from...
Wait, I know this. He's Cannonball.
Good job. You knew he was from Kentucky, right?
Yes.
Okay. Daddy died in a coal mine.
Yeah.
Paige Guthrie. He's got like
Just
15 brothers and sisters. Some of them have... Oh, and then, yeah, that angel. Anyway, what were you saying? I want to know from you what site to use for Omnibus and hardcovers, and what site do you use for trades? Well, we are sponsored by cheapgraphicnovels.com, so it is my duty to remind people to go to cheapgraphicnovels.com, which will have the exclusive Extremity hardcover limited edition, near mint condition, exclusive near mint condition Extremity hardcover that is in the mail to me. BD Cosmos is the first solicitor that got it, or my first distributor in Canada that got it and shared pictures with me. And you know, we were having a bad week, and I don't know if Melanie wants to talk about what's going on, you know, with her family, but it's a joy to see something like that, and how much the community has done, and how much you all mean to us, and to see a book with the near mint condition logo in the back is just really cool. Like, I don't know, it brought a smile to my face, so it's awesome. So that's available. What was your question? I'm so sorry.
Where to order
yeah, so
hardcovers and where to order trades.
All right, pencil and paper. Okay, here you go. You can order, like I said, from cheapgraphicnovels.com. There's also other websites in America. There's In Stock Trades, so those are the big two, right? There's also Organic Price Books, who has wonderful customer service and great packaging. There is Die and Breed Collectors. My buddy Johnny runs that. He does special orders for books. Sometimes they're out of print. There's also talesofwonder.com. There's In Stock Trades. Tales of Wonder, dcbs.com, and thingsfromanotherworld.com. But Amazon also has books. There you go.
Let's see. So
I saw that, dude. They're not gonna put Hellboy in the theater, which is just crazy. Bruce was telling me about that too when we were talking on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? When did we do it? Yeah, it's the Wednesday show. Yes. You don't read? Oh, I love it.
You're jumping back into comics. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. And yes, McKay's freaking Moon Knight is awesome. It reminds me of the Moon Knight that I really enjoyed, which is Mark Spector Moon Knight from the 90s. Yes, so good.
And yes, Ezra Blueberry.
Mm-hmm. We don't have a lot of it here in America. I think we ended up getting like 3 trade paperbacks that are completely out of print.
Oh, and James put a link to Cheap Graphic Novels to the hardcover Extremity.
Oh, thank you, James.
Walt's Comic Shop and BD Cosmos. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you guys for the compliments on my hair. I'm really happy with the purple. It turned out really well. I should be proud of that. Such an honor.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, it meant a lot, man. It's really cool. Like, it took me, you know, it's my sponsors are the ones that suggested doing it, and I, like, you know, it took me a while to think about it and say yes, but I did put a lot of thought into it. I got a Harley Quinn comic book to know about her origin story. I already know her origin story, but still her story is so funny. The genre is funny. Which one did you get? Did you get like the Paul Dini one? The Harley Quinn?
The Deadpool movie the first one made me read Deadpool comics, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Deadpool. Did you get the deluxe edition of We 3? He did. I have not read it.
You haven't read it?
No.
Oh, it's a quick read, my love. You'll like it.
You know everything that I read.
Do I?
Right now I'm reading Executioner Song.
Dude, yes, she is. So proud of you. Executioner Song.
When are you going to review the Moon Knight Omni? And also somebody's asking to see the spine.
I don't have it. It's over there if you want to get it. But that's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I put that on our Patreon. It'll be out on Monday. Dazzler will be out on Monday. And yes, that's it. Really enjoyed your Conan Volume 1 video yesterday. The care this group of people are putting into it right now is amazing. Delays and all. Absolutely. I've never seen anybody. It's in alphabetical order, and it's the very last Moon Knight Omnibus. I've never seen another publisher take into consideration what fans have bought up already. You know, because when, and I'm talking about like even smaller studios that could, or publishers that could have, like when Boom ended up with the rights from Dark Horse, or for like, what is it called? The Buffy, or when Eric Powell got the rights to Goon. Like it's amazing to see a publisher show this much respect to the fans that have already bought like 10 volumes or 9 volumes or 4 volumes or whatever of Conan, and to match the spines and to show it, you know, even though they're a different publisher. I think it's great. And they are the only publisher that has, I think I made it my point across on the video, that has the internal Marvel logo on the comic. Most other publishers, if they're reprinting stuff from Marvel or DC, they have to take those logos off.
Why'd you stop talking?
Because I thought you dropped off Alicia with Valerie. Or
No.
IST. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I did.
My kids are texting us, so I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
What other Fantastic Four runs should I read if I like the Mark Waid run? And what run should I get the omnibus for Fantastic Four? If you like Mark Waid, then Jonathan Hickman's run is really solid. And there's 2 omnis of that are available. But if you like those, you will be hooked and wanting to get all the other Jonathan Hickman omnis, like Hickvengers, Secret Warriors, and then of course Secret Wars. I will say there is it gets really addictive when you start reading those if you enjoy Hickman's writing. Another run that I mean, look, here's the thing with Fantastic Four. If you like what Mark Waid did, it's a love letter to what Stan Lee and Jack Kirby did. So there's nothing wrong with getting those classics. You know, I know Silver Age isn't for everybody, but those stories are great, especially by the time you get to volume 2 of Fantastic Four. You're like, man, they were writing stories like this back then. It's insane. And then the John Byrne era. John Byrne era is a Fantastic Four. Because unfortunately there is no, can I see my phone, please? Because I need to leave it charging. There is no Tom DeFalco omnibus, but John Byrne's era is solid too.
We have a super chat. Bruce, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. After speaking to you yesterday, decided to start Rings of Power season. Wait a minute. I did not tell you to watch Rings of Power. Could not make it past the first episode. Worse than season 1. Just found out.
It's been renewed for season 3.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. You know, Amanda was like, hey, are we going to review this for Reels Talk? And I'm like, if you want me to, I will, but I am not looking forward to watching Rings of Power. Like, that first season broke me. I love that. I love those movies. I love the books. And it's like a bad fanfic.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got your package. Yay.
Oh, good. You ended up with Transformers. And like, you can thank Bruce for those extra. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Rings of Power. But you know what? For the people that enjoy it, more power to you. That's great. Keep on watching. Just not for me.
Dylan's asking if there's any chance of getting a Volume 1 Cloak and Dagger Omni reprint. Haven't found a Volume 1 anywhere, though.
So, with these Omnis that are coming out, I swear, it's like, I remember where people were like, why are they making a Cloak and Dagger omnibus? This is so stupid. And we got 2. And I knew because, you know, I've been doing this for years and collecting for years, that once it went out of print, that book was going to get hard to find because they don't really reprint books like that. Just like when Dazzler goes out of print. And it's not driving FOMO to people. It's just speaking fact. Well, we do a reprint poll every year. I can't remember where that one ranked, honestly. Hey, what's up, Bunk?
Oh, yay. Just got your Nick and Dent order in from Cheap Graphic Novels.
What's up? So I don't know, man. Maybe, yeah, make sure you vote every year. We do it around, when is that? February, I think? Yeah.
William Lee loves Rings of Power.
Wait a minute. Really?
But Dana says it's unwatchable. 21 Roy says it's the best thing. This is very polarizing.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should watch it, and then it's going to be a house divided. Like, I can't believe you're watching that show.
No, I think I'm good.
Was it about?
Have you read any Death's Head or
Mhm.
Death's Head 2? And do you think we'll ever get an Omni?
I hope so. You know, that Knights of Pendragon gave me hope for some more Marvel UK stuff, and I would love a Death's Head. Death's Head 2. Death's Head 2 is the one that I really liked because it had some of that Liam Sharp artwork. Yeah, I really dug Death's Head 2. That was my jam.
Are they ever making a superior Iron Man OHC or Omni?
I hope so one day, especially with well, I don't know if people keep up with MCU stuff, but especially with the things that might be going on in the MCU. I would hope so.
Oh, thank you, Roger Leo. Thanks.
How you doing, buddy? It's October. Halloween's coming. Any word to a Dracula Omnibus reprints? No word. No word.
No.
Max, you know darn well what it is. Omar, if you get a book that has some type of damage or defect, do you send it back regardless or keep it as long as it doesn't impair your reading? Oh, I'm an idiot, man. Don't follow my example. I keep it. If you go back and watch many years ago, I think it was like 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, the Venom Omnibus, the very first one that I got, has that printer error where the pages at the top they're not broken up. Like so there's a bunch, I think there's like maybe 3 bunches that are like that. So, you know, over 20 pages that are all to pay.
Like they
Oh, gosh, Bobby, don't tell me that we're staying with Bobby.
Oh,
Now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? The top of the pages were all stuck together. So you have to like actually cut them. Yeah, I didn't return it. I bought that one. I think that was it. I bought that one at In Stock Trades, and I could have returned it, but it's okay. It didn't bother me that much, right? I cut it with my scissors, and I remember my video, somebody commenting like, "Why didn't you return that?" I don't know.
maybe sometimes because it's just work. There's so many other little things to juggle throughout the day. What's better,
Maybe.
Bloodsport or Demolition Man? What?
Demolition Man, come on now. Bloodsport.
My martial arts instructor talked about Bloodsport the other day.
Bloodsport's great, but
About how,
Demolition Man.
they were using
it's
it in cringe
so
terminology. What's it? Kumite? Yeah, the Kumite.
What's Kumite?
It's supposed to be cooperation, working together, and it was not. It was a sport. And he was saying it was bad use of terminology. Are you surprised Marvel didn't reprint a few of the Deadpool omnis to coincide with the movie?
I am. I'm very surprised, considering that guy was printing money for them years ago. Maybe they got oversaturated with all the Deadpool omnis a few years ago. I don't know. I mean, because
wanted purple.
There's not another character that had that many omnis in that short amount of time, including minibuses.
Man, yeah, there was a lot of Deadpool.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Do you all think Marvel could ever reprint Uncanny Avengers Omni to include Axis and Magneto 9 and 10? And don't forget, I would love that. So somebody asked me if I would ever do a top 10 list of expanded Omnis. And I've been thinking about it. I'm like, you know, it would be cool to do that, because I thought Uncanny Avengers is one of them, because the other thing I would include in there would be the Uncanny Avengers 1 through 6 by Rick Remender, Volume 2, that have been collected in trade paperback, but were never collected in oversized hardcover format.
Laz would like you to do Aft Tales for real talk.
What is Aft Tales?
Is it animated? Is it the animated one?
Yes, the 3 seashells. They never talk about it. What is it? Rob Schneider and
I do like
Sandra
kicks.
Bullock.
Bloodsport has a ton of kicks, huh? Let's see. How many more gaps left for Amazing Spider-Man? Volume 6 and Stern, Black Costume, and McFarlane?
How many more gaps in between volume 6? You'll need another omnibus, but you'll be doing some double dipping already with the Stern omnibus. In between Black Costume and McFarlane, but Black Costume also collects stuff from Spectacular. So maybe one more. Call it Craven's Hunt. Yeah. So I guess two more. But everything has to be renumber. Your
Sorry, I was leaving that up so you could reference a question, but my mom said Bloodsport.
Wait.
Real doesn't like how it says Kumite.
That's Starscream. You got to click on Starscream.
I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings and have multiple editions of the books, and I've read them tons of times.
You do like the Rings of Power. I think
There we
so,
go.
but it's
Oh.
sorry. I don't know why our landline just dropped, and I had to use. I'm sorry. Can you still see us? Can you hear us? I'm gonna murder AT&T, so I'm gonna murder.
Well, I
we
got his
our
computer if it
just in
happens
case.
again.
Just in case. Just in case. Sorry about that. Starscream, of course, was the one that broke the internet.
No.
Sorry about that.
Starscream's
I
awesome.
really hate when that happens. Like I don't know why I don't bring my laptop down here. I don't know. Our landline just stopped working, so I had to resort to
Oh, yeah, that picks up.
Wi-Fi for some reason.
Omar's frozen like a demolition man. Look at MP bringing it
Thank
together.
you, MP, for putting it all together.
Ooh, and Maurice, welcome to the Ice Age Batman. Just chill.
Just chill.
Talk about bad ring of power in Amazon.
I'm sorry. I'll give it a shot. I'll watch season 2, despite of what Bruce said. Batman, what killed the dino? Oh, you guys are quoting Batman.
It's what Quicksilver sees.
Either
Oh,
frozen
man.
or a very good statue.
Okay. Matt says, I found a really cool documentary on the Black Suit Spider-Man saga. How before the issue came out, everyone hated it. And then when it came out, everyone loved it.
What? Fans? What are you talking about? That was before the internet.
I'm also a big fan of Tolkien work, and I also enjoy Rings of Power. But I also enjoy what Corey Olsen, aka Tolkien,
The Tolkien professor. Okay.
do with Rings and Realm by analyzing the show. You should check that out. Okay. Thank you, Bruce, for the super chat.
For those talking up Demolition Man, it comes out on 4K in December. Please buy. Format is in major jeopardy, and Bruce would know. Yeah, that's really scary. Hey, Marvel Bab, do you like Rings of Power? Nice to see you both. I'm taking a poll. Do you like Rings of Power?
Oh, you're watching Two Tasks the first time today.
Oh, you've never seen it?
Yay!
Oh, that's got one of the best. Oh, that's got one of the best battles. So good. Especially when Gimli starts counting. When he's with.
That's the part I just read in the book.
I love that part, man, because that's in the book. Yeah. Because people are like, oh, they have to make that up for the movie. Nope, that's in the book. That's so cool.
On the website you use for your books, what are your reviews on it?
Everyone has their ups and downs. Everyone, no matter what website you use. Like I said, Cheap Graphic Novels is my sponsor, but you can shop wherever you want to. Find the place that's right for you. Give them a try. Give, In Stock Trades, Organic Price Books, Diamond Breed Collectors, Tales of Wonder. Give those people. I need to keep that up because I need to email her.
Oh, okay.
Give those people a try because it's. What are you doing, my love?
I'm pulling it up on YouTube to make a poll.
Oh, I thought I had it up. All you have to do is this.
Oh, okay.
And then just that. But seriously, find the place you like. People like good shipping, good communication, cheaper prices. It depends on the type of person you are.
Do you know when Annihilation Conquest will be reprinted again?
I do not, but it was voted in our top 20. So make sure to vote every year and make sure you subscribe to the channel because when I make announcements, it could be there. I know they're doing another Annihilation printing. I'm hoping that means that they will be doing Annihilation, Conquest, and then the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Rings O Power? Question mark?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
That's a random question.
Thank you for the super
Elon, how are you? And yes, Aussieverse. That's our buddies down under. I love those guys. I told those guys whenever I'm on a show with them, I'm like, man, you guys are like a freaking rock band. They're awesome. I love those dudes.
Ooh, it's going back and forth.
Really? Is it divisive? What are people saying?
See.
It's 30 votes so far, so we'll let it sit there for a while. Yep.
Jonah Hex.
No, it's not Jonah Hex. It's All Star Western, isn't it?
What about Authority?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll reprint that. What was the other one? It's Green Lantern by Robert Venditti's. Green Lantern by Robert Venditti's Omnibus is on PRH, as well as the All Star Western. I'm hoping Jonah Hex is next.
What's your favorite Marvel Cosmic Event Omni? That's a good question.
Annihilation Conquest. Actually,
is that a good answer?
Annihilation Conquest. It's a wonderful. I mean, a lot of people would probably say Infinity Gauntlet, and that is probably the right answer. But for me, Annihilation Conquest, the build up and everything, oh, it's so good, man. Yeah, that one. Follow nearby condition, of course. Thank you, Elon. Let me create 50 emails to vote yes. That's cheating. I'm just curious if you all like it. If enough yeses are in, I'll watch it and review it with Amanda. She texted me going, I don't know why I'm still watching this. I really want Mark Waid Flash 2. It is coming out. That one is already solicited. Or I'm sorry. It's in the catalog. I don't know if it'll be solicited.
Look what I found that I forgot I had. Woo!
Oh, from Jim Chung.
I'm gonna put that up.
Jim Chung, who watches my channel, and I got
these. I had Deadpool, Batman, and Spider-Man up for 2 years in my classroom. I don't know why this was in the other room. Look how awesome that is. Here, let me get rid of. Sorry, Dylan. Yeah, look at that, like composition.
One of my favorite artists that watches my show. Just that was awesome. I remember I swallowed a bug. We were at the New York Comic Con in Baltimore, one of those conventions, and I was like, because he was like, "Hey, you're the Omnibus guy. You're Uncanny Omar," and I'm like, and at that moment, of course, a freaking fly or something flew into my throat, and I was like for a minute and a half, and Melanie's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like
I saw it happen.
And Jim Chung is like,
fly going to your mouth.
I got excited, man. I was about to say, you watch my show, and then he was like, "Yeah, is he okay? Does he need some water?"
I like both. I think they're both equally good.
It's
oh,
fine.
thanks, Dylan, for understanding.
Dylan understands.
Let's see. Have you any idea when we'll get a Gambit Omni by DeFalco and Fabian? I can't wait to meet Fabian next month. Or
I don't know.
This
It's
month.
really good. Fabian, Steve Scrow's first few stories are so solid. And yeah, the entire Gambit run is good. Even the stuff that followed afterwards with Bishop and Gambit, that stuff is solid too.
All right, I'm going to end the poll. We have...
Wow, that is really close though. Surprisingly, I really thought... Oh.
No, 60%. Yes, 39%. Why was it showing something?
Yeah, it was showing something else a little bit ago.
Wait,
okay.
what?
Yeah, you can't show it here. You can't highlight it, is what I'm saying.
No, I was wondering why the GIF was showing.
I don't know. Gabriel Lopez, hard question. Which was the first trade paperback published by DC and Marvel and the first omnibus? Un abrazo. Why would you send me a hug after asking me a hard question?
I read it. Thank you.
What did you say?
She was giving condolences for my family. Thank you, Kate.
Oh.
Yeah, I read a lot. I just can't show everything. Just trying to keep things.
Dude, I don't know.
Floating?
First trade Marvel Origins, right? That's the first one, but it wasn't really published by Marvel Comics. And I think Abrams Books is doing a celebration of that. Son of Origins. So there were those in like the, what was that, 70s. As far as the first omnibus, that one's easy. For Marvel Comics, it was Ultimate Spider-Man. It was a Barnes & Noble exclusive. They were testing the waters that big books like that could sell. But the true first one was Fantastic Four Omnibus. From DC Comics, it was the Death and Return of Superman, but it was like the standard edition size one.
Oh, Mr. Sinister, you want sassy Sinister or classic Sinister?
Yeah, if you want stereotypical one-dimensional Sinister, Fall of the Mutants is a good one. That Fall of the Mutants omnibus. There's the X Factor Volume 1. There's Executioner's Song. He does play a big role in that. If you want sassy Sinister, that is the Hellions.
Mm-hmm.
Get Hellions. It is phenomenal and funny. And also Sins of Sinister.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Which is, of course,
and classy. That's true.
Was that thing classy? I'm sorry.
And classy.
And Kieran Gillen's run, because Kieran Gillen is the writer that made him into that character.
So speaking of Executioner Song, you guys in creative writing, my creative writing class, we were working on figurative language. So I photocopied Fabian ECS's introduction to Executioner Song because he used so much figurative language in it, and I handed them out, and then I was like, all right, I'm not going to make you read the whole thing. Just take a look at this. And then Professor X's, which Fabian didn't write that. It was Scott Lobdell.
Don't you dare bring up Scott Lobdell in front of Fabian ECS.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. You'll fist fight me.
Writing the Charles's speech he's given. And I was like, look how I'm going to use this as a writing prompt. Talking about like your to destroy the havens of self-respect we each carry and nurture within us, just as surely as they seek to rend the centuries-old tapestry as we as he race have agreed to call civilization. So good. Okay. Wait, who's Shinobu Kocho?
That's Demon Slayer.
Oh, she's
got
purple
hair. She had a little ponytail too.
Yes. And no, we're not reading Trouble in Class. What about X-Men Forever, Omni?
That X-Men. Oh, no, I haven't heard about that one. We need a couple more Claremont books too, not just that one. Somebody was asking about Ghost Rider. Yeah, this is Ghost Rider 2099. This is the standard edition cover. Look, man, I got excited because I saw this, and because of the glare on. Actually, you need to open this up. This is my next omnibus to read. Because of the glare on the plastic, I thought it was actual chromium. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a chromium cover. I was losing my mind, and then I was like, oh, never mind. It's just my old eyes. Oh, I got too excited. Actually, let me open it up. I want to see what's underneath the dust.
Any update on a reprint of Daredevil by McKay trade?
I reminded him of that because they were asking me about, what was it? It was something else that was revealed by Marvel at the, what is it? What is that thing called? D12? Whatever it's something about Daredevil, and they were like, oh, that's right. Well, okay. So they should know about it.
Tom Roy thought it was foiled in a YouTube short.
Did you? I did too. Thank you. I got excited. No, it's not. I just took it out of the plastic, by the way. So it's not. It's like all the other ones. But you know, I really love the standard edition of these.
Here, would you like to show that before we answer John's super chat? You're gonna show it.
Is John gonna make me pick one of?
Well, yeah, we got
things?
things. So here, show the.
No, I'm gonna
show the inside.
I will in a second. I'm gonna. Here. Yeah. Okay. I'll show the inside.
There we go.
Here's the internal. That's
cool.
At A. That's like Chris Bachalo. Okay. What's John's crazy question gonna be?
Here, this is gonna be your gift. This is. Look how professional I am. I'm putting my phone up. Oh, you can't really tell. I have a senior in film studies who brings Legos every day, and he made this whole setup with the Green Goblin, Spider-Man, and Spider-Gwen. Okay.
That's your gift.
There's your gift, John.
You're like an old lady talking. Here's your gift, honey.
Once I'm holding up on my phone instead of uploading it. Pick a character for each listed job from Final Fantasy. Only one character per main entry. Okay, I know you're Thief. Thief, Warrior, Fighter, Black Mage, Monk, White Mage, Dragoon, and Annoying Jerk. Hint, the answer is
Wait a minute.
I say Mod. I
Pick
don't know
a character for each listed job.
All right, so Thief is
Locke, the greatest.
And I pick Locke too.
He's a GD treasure hunter, not a thief.
On the top of our wedding cake.
Yeah, he's the man. Warrior. Oh, that one's hard. Man, because a lot of these will probably be for the 6. You know what? I'm actually for Warrior. I'm gonna go with the Warrior of Light from the first one. The Black Mage, Vivi. White Mage.
I picked Lulu.
Oh, dang it, that's a better one.
Oh, Vivi's cute. Pick Vivi.
No, you can have Vivi. Give me Lulu.
But I like all her straps.
The White Mage.
No, you picked Monk.
I missed Monk. Oh, what's the guy from 4?
I don't have an answer.
Yang? Was that his name? Yang, I think. White Mage. Ooh, White Mage is who's the little what is her name from 9? I like her too. Not Videl.
She's got a corn. Echo.
I can't remember. Dragoon. Kane. Come on, man. Kane. Kane's the man. An annoying jerk. Me. I want to hang out with Locke. Freya. She was the red. She was the red mage. Yes. Wasn't Freya
I think she's Dragoon because
she
was jumped. She had the.
But there's no one cooler than Kane.
All right. Well, what about
you know what's coming there, Melanie? Fake Final Fantasy X. Give that tattoo back. John, your questions are always difficult. Don't care for Ghost Rider. Like that Bachalo might make it cave in. There's quite a lot of it here.
Thank you, John, for the super chance.
It's a hard question, man.
Super chat. The chance to answer your super chat. Any chances of there being an X-Men Inferno Omnibus reprint anytime in the near future? Been picking up all those X books, but that's currently a huge gap in my collection right now.
Your question brings a lot of joy to me, not because it brings you sadness, but because it's crazy that now we're needing reprints of Inferno when that book was an oversized hardcover, and then Marvel, they listened to me and they made it into an omnibus. And now it's out of print. There's always a chance, and I always tell people to vote on our most wanted poll. Sometimes, they do print things out of our list that I send them, like those Captain America's volumes 1 and 2. I'm hoping they do the same thing with Thor 2. I'm hoping.
Oh, is Tifa a monk? I need to be reminded
exactly
of what category is what. Read the Phenomenal AC. That's funny, man. Yes, in '94 she was always in lingerie, or if MJ, if she got the Todd Father, Todd McFarlane's drawing her.
Todd Father.
She's always in lingerie. Anyway, I'm reading Scott Pilgrim over my fall break, and I'm enjoying it, and it made me happy that I understand the reference of the X-Men being in Australia and Wolverine getting crucified on an X and such like that. I was like, oh, I know this stuff. Let's make Avengers Operation Galactic Storm Omni happen.
Let me tell you something right now. When David showed me the list, and what was it, Avengers The Gathering? I remember him asking me, he's like, what do you think of this? And I said, yes. But can we please get an Operation Galactic Storm omnibus to go along with that? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll think about that. That was about 5 years ago. 4 years ago. But still, there's always hope. Maybe it was 5 years ago.
Will there be a Star Wars The High Republic Phase 3?
Yes, there will be. I mean, that's a given.
How's the Deadpool and Company Omni? Underrated or not good? I see it has Deadpool Core, the first appearance of Lady Deadpool, and the Mark with a Mouth Mini.
For me, it was just okay.
Yeah, it was just okay.
I didn't. It was just okay.
Okay, Cloud's a fighter. Tifa. So if it's punching and kicking, you're a monk?
I thought she was a fighter. Cloud's a fighter? I thought Cloud was
he's the main character.
I thought he was the annoying jerk.
I'm glad my sadness brings you happiness.
That's not the way I meant it.
Have you read Tangled Web Spider-Man?
Yes, I love it. I actually gave it away thinking I already had another copy of it. I give away stuff all the time. And that's a case of, wait, I didn't have another copy of it. That was a long time ago.
You did all your omnis in timeline reading order. I don't think we've got the room.
Do I have the time to do that? We'll go outside. We'll make it a city project. And my luck, it'll start raining.
Wait, but our neighborhood, some sidewalk is on.
Months ago, I found a Doctor Strange hardcover collected book that was up for order that had Doctor Strange 55, the best golden art included, but lost my tab. Do you recall which collection that was? Doctor Strange hardcover.
Wow.
Are you talking about the 90s? The 90s stuff, right? The Sorcerer Supreme? Is that the one you're talking about? Because that one went up to 55. Yeah, I think that's volume 2 then. I think. If that's what you're thinking about.
Murph Bass
You changed your picture to Victor Creed.
Any chance of classic X-Men reprint? Also, why is Marvel quicker with releasing Wolverine Omnis than they are with X-Men Adventure Omnis?
Marvel Masterworks, my friend. There are no Marvel Masterworks of Wolverine. But when there are, I think that's when people have to decide, do I upgrade or not? Because that's when I can't believe I just said that. Like, there's going to be a Marvel Masterworks of Wolverine one day, and it's going to make me feel super old. Yikes. Yeah. Dang, I just thought about that. That's so weird. Omar lives for our pain. I do.
He drinks
so it's not Sorcerer. Well, no, Sorcerer Supreme started in the late 80s. And volume 2, I'll have to look. I'm not sure because I announced the Master of the Mystic Arts, right? Like volume 1, which is really Doctor Strange volume 3, right? There's 1 and 2, and this will be volume 3. And I don't think it's in that.
I suggest you said Phenomenal is as good as the Silver Surfer Omni.
I loved it.
I've always liked the character, but never actually read anything about him. I loved All Red's run. The All Red's run. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That's the only Silver Surfer I've read.
You and Alicia read Silver Surfer by Stan Lee and John Buscema. We're doing an overview of that next week, or a review of that, me and the girls.
American Discord said maybe volume 2 then.
Yeah, that would have to be it.
Hey, Fabian's from Peru.
Yo también, de verdad. I'm also waiting for volume 2, the age, the triangle era. Yeah. Yo también, hermano. Yo quiero eso.
Plus, I just thought about that 1 minute ago. Thank you. I thought, oh, it's BD Cosmos time.
Is it 10:30?
It's 11:42. No, it's not 10:30.
I need some sleep. ¿Qué pasa, chicos? What is your opinion about Superman Triangle, Omni? I love it, man. Not the greatest stories. I don't care. They're still awesome to me, dude. I love it.
So, BD Cosmos
is our Canadian sponsors. They're based out of Montreal, Quebec. Their website is bdcosmos.com. They have 25% off your orders of 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for orders over 200 Canadian dollars or more. And let them know at the checkout that you were referenced by Near Mint Condition, and they'll add you to a monthly $25 gift card raffle. And they have the exclusive Near Mint Condition Extremity Deluxe Edition hardcover in Canada. No one else does. Well, I guess you could if you buy it from
We're going to be Daniel Warren Johnson at New York Comic Con.
Okay, why are you having an anxiety attack? Can you get to the BD Cosmos song before you pass out?
BD Cosmos, where the rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Hey. Yeah, I'm excited to meet Fabian and like in person, and Daniel Warren Johnson in person. Do you think Fable's hardcover editions will be reprinted soon?
That is up to DC. I know that Bill Willingham's like, nope.
I declare bankruptcy.
I know I feel bad for making that joke. He wanted to make it public domain, right? And I was like,
The Office.
I was like, that's
you can't just declare.
You can't just declare something public domain. I know you wrote it and it sucks, but it does belong. It belongs to the DC imprint. Like it sucks, but I mean, it's up to them. Yeah.
Does the Ghost Rider
that is a good question.
Omni include the unpublished issue 26 as extra content?
Let's find out together.
Oh, yes. I'm excited to see you, Kenny. Aw. I guess I already answered that question. Of course, I'm excited to see you and anybody else. That's awesome. I remember last time I went a couple years ago, and somebody's like, "You're married to the Uncanny Omar?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to replace Mr. Daniel Warren Johnson. I got Zdarsky.
He's not that great. He's really not that great. He doesn't make the bed sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to throw him under the bus. You go up and say, I'll tell you one secret thing he does.
What is wrong with you? Why are you trying to get me canceled? I'm trying to find if 26 is in here. It looks like the Manifest Destiny story is in here. I don't think they consider that 26, though, right? Let's see. In 1998, 2 years after the conclusion of Ghost Rider, series writer Len Kaminsky wrote 2099 Manifest Destiny. Yeah, one shot that brought 2099 line titles to an end and briefly described the even farther future of 2099. Okay, I don't want to read too much because I don't know. I've never read that. Okay, it's only just a few pages, but let me see.
MP.
What issue this is.
I can't answer Gabriel's question. Did Batman have a triangle era too? Because I still don't know what that means.
No.
What's triangle era?
I've explained this too.
Yeah. Well, excuse me for not having a memory.
Every year. So it doesn't look like 26 is in there.
$1 donation gets one secret. So it's not in there, baby.
It doesn't look like it. I'll have to do a further inspection, but it doesn't look like it is.
That was a good question.
So the triangle era is, first of all, it was supposed to be a Superman shield that we're going to do it. January of every year, they would relaunch it with a number 1. There were 4 titles, right? There was Superman, there was Man of Steel. That is a triangle. Upside down.
No, 4 titles makes a square. 4 corners.
Okay, are you going to listen or are you going to teach? I know you feel like saying that to your students.
For every year, they restart number 1.
So there was a triangle on the cover that was upside down triangle that they would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And every month, Superman had 4 titles coming out. You had Action Comics, you had Superman, you had Man of Steel, and you had Adventures of Superman. So what they wanted to do was, okay, this particular story of adventure does not continue into Action Comics, but maybe we can get people to read all of them or rather buy all of them, if we put a number to say follow this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's the sequential order of Superman that you should be reading because they were coming out weekly, which is a genius move because they're like, well, I don't want to miss 3, even though it's not really issue 3, right? Or I don't want to miss Triangle number 50. Now, sometimes there were crossovers that
I think that's very helpful.
It is. In the annuals would have a triangle without a number because they don't really fit into reading orders. Sometimes, like there was what was it? It was a Guy Gardner issue, for example, that had a triangle, but it wasn't like a number.
Now you're teaching me too much. That's all fine.
Okay.
Because
what's up, Raphael?
Because I want to get to this. Sometimes
man.
I thought we had a lot of cleanup post Helen. Wait, is that
that's the hurricane? Yeah, Helena. To do at home here
in Nashville.
Is everything okay, dude? Like you and your family okay?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, don't gatekeep.
I wasn't gatekeeping her.
You ship the books yourself. It's just
whoa, that does sound like something she would say when she's mad at me.
Oh man.
Okay. That
sure had their own issue number. The triangle number was what made all the Superman titles into a weekly when read together. Thank you, Partworks Comics reader.
Oh, I'm sorry, English is my second language. Partworks Comics.
They never learned what shapes to fit into the pegs, and Omar as a kid would get mad and just hit him and try to make him go ahead.
Just like my daughter. Do you think they'll publish the first issues of Green Lantern Volume 3? The ones that Gerard Jones started here from Lima. You're also from Peru. Yo nací en Lima, hermano. Y viví en Lima hasta que tenía, ¿cuántos años? 7, 8 años, algo así. Y después nos mudamos acá a los Estados Unidos. Vivíamos en Miami primero y después nos mudamos acá en Kentucky. I don't know.
Why didn't you say no say?
Well,
you're giving the answer to
everybody
else.
I
don't know.
I on my channel, as I'm sure you know, I let people decide what to buy and what to purchase. If there's a problematic creator and I know about it, I'll let people know and be like, you can look it up yourself. That guy that you just mentioned, he's a piece of garbage. And I don't speak like that about a lot of people, but if you look up what he did, and not a lot of people will support that. And there's a reason why, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get a Wonder Man omnibus. I don't know if we'll ever get a Prime omnibus because of that. His name does show up in the JLI Volume 2 and 3. And it does show up in the Flash by Mark Waid. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get an omnibus because of that at the beginning of the run. But who knows? I mean, these are companies that other people do. And it's one of those things that, I'll buy it because I'm a big fan of Green Lantern. And I know that he's not the sole creator on it. But I also know that some people will probably not. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Especially he was the main writer on the book.
The Watcher's watching us, guys. Is DC going to announce any new DC compact books soon? And do you think Marvel will do their own line in the compact format? I could see Spider-Man being popular in that format.
I think at one time they were going to, but they never did. So I assume they're going to. If these things sell as well as they are, and they seem to be doubling down on this line. Like, well, I saw there was an ad for DC compact. I ain't ever seen a commercial for a comic book in years. My dude.
That's cool.
So it was cool. And what else I saw wrestling. Like they were in. Taylor was telling me that they showed an ad in wrestling. Like I'm like, man, maybe
wow, cool. Raphael's saying, yeah, our family is all right and safe. We've been ferrying up supplies to our neighbors and friends as often as we can. My office library sustained some flooding. Jeez.
Man, hope everybody's staying safe.
And Bruce, thank you for the super chat.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of hurricanes, looks like one will hit here in the middle of the week. My third since moving here 4 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Bruce is in Florida. Dude, I'm sorry. I hope everything is good, man.
Have you recently had some blind buys that you really enjoyed? That's a good question, Jacob.
What was the last thing that I enjoyed in my life?
No, blind buys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been a long time since I did a blind buy.
What was one of the
was it Hoops?
It's actually one of those DC trades. I can't remember. Oh, was it Green Lantern? The Green Lantern Corps. I had no idea what it was about. Like I just knew I had to pick it up because I got that with Birds. Like I bought Birds of Prey, and it wasn't much of a blind buy because I like the creative team. But the Green Lantern Corps, Philip Kennedy Johnson, I was like, that's really good. Cody Summers, I did. I saw that added to PRH. That's why I always tell people that I don't like doing, unless DC sends information my way. I really don't do breaking news on DC stuff because that catalog, they just add things to. So even when I waited for like 2 weeks for the catalog to fill up, I always remind people they'll add things here. They're not even solicited.
I like that picture. What's that from?
I think that's Back in Black. That era. Friendly Neighborhood. It's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cover, right? I'm currently reading Batman Cult. Seems appropriate for spooky. Oh, it's so good, dude. That deluxe edition.
Happy Saturday, Matthew. Don't know if this was asked already, but is there any news on the possibility of taking Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6 to issue 212 and Annual 14 to line up with the masterwork?
I answered that question on the Thursday solicitations. I got the answers from Marvel. They said no. Yeah, they said no. And just in case you missed it, they did say yes.
Oh, wait. I wasn't saying right to what he's saying. I was saying to what Shonda Silk said. Go ahead.
You better clarify that.
I was reading Shonda Silk saying, okay, sorry.
The DC Compact has been selling very well, according to the owner of my local comic book store. That's awesome to see. The thing about those is like, I don't think they're treating the comic books like. I have friends that are retailers, and they told me that DC was offering that stand that they're giving away to bookstores to fill up with DC Compact books. I'm not going to say how much they were offering to sell them to comic book stores, but they weren't going to give them to free. They were like, no, this is for what they were told. What was it they were told? Something along the lines of like, this is this is for real retailers or big retailers in America. So, yeah.
Yay! Emmanuel just got the Godzilla Omni. They ordered
so
the local comic
so
store.
Is Miguel O'Hara racist? No, I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Bye, Kane.
Be good, Kane. Have an amazing Saturday. We'll see you at New York Comic Con.
Is the Web of Spider-Man Omni worth it?
Yeah.
Dennis Reynolds is asking. Dennis Reynolds.
Oh, and is that when he?
Oh,
it's he going down.
No. I think it's no. That's just in.
Okay, I thought it was that shot of him.
Hands. Yeah, no, those are women's hands.
Dennis Reynolds.
Oh yeah, what were you going to say before I went wah?
I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, we were talking about what Marvel added. So okay, they said no and yes to Omni editions. Oh. They said no, they were not going to add any more to Amazing Spider-Man 6. They said yes to adding Hallows Eve miniseries and a lot more to the Dark Web Omnibus. They said no to Spectacular Spider-Man, adding that Goblin storyline with Tex on artwork. They did say yes to adding the Imperial Guard miniseries, and they said we're actually going to add a couple more things and split this omnibus into two. That's for the Onslaught Aftermath. They said no to the adding anything to the Scotty Young and Humberto Ramos Strange Academy because they want to keep it just Humberto Ramos and Scotty Young. And they said, what was the other? Yes to one of the Doom AD book, 2099 AD. And they said they will work on a World of 2099 omnibus one day. Go ahead.
Wow.
That's
How did you rattle all that off the top of your head?
The first one has a lot of creators, and it's one of those places that people went like the trial run of like writing Spider-Man to see if they were worthy of writing the big, at the time, the big two other titles. But it does have some solid stuff in there. Like Cody's right though. Volume 2 is gonna be awesome.
When's the Dazzler?
I can't believe Warren of all people's excited for Dazzler. Monday, buddy.
Bruce, thank you for the super
Since
chat.
Warner Brothers is $50 million in debt, gotta save all they can instead of giving away stands that would help book sales. Well, I have my own thoughts, and maybe I'll say them on the AMA because it gets a little old when I hear not you, Bruce, but just whenever I hear excuses for things that, I have an understanding a little, not a lot, of how a lot of the internal things work. And some of the things that are decided by companies, I just like, what? Why? Like, that makes no sense. But anyway, maybe I'll say I'm on the AMA. Give me a little drunk. Do you think we'll get an Alien Volume 2 reprint in the future? It seems unlikely, but I really want to keep voting for it. Never say something's unlikely. People voted for Tomb of Dracula after 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Omar, have you ever had any continuity issues with X-Men during the 90s? I just reread Excalibur and had a few instances that gave me a jolt of nostalgic frustration. Continuity issues. With X-Men? Only due to the fact that, things didn't make any sense. Like that, those annuals with Longshot's, what is that? Annual number 10, Longshot's appearance with the X-Men? That makes no sense because why wasn't he in the Mutant Massacre?
Have fun, Speak Channel.
Take it out. Take out your mom, man. Take out your mom. I almost said take it out on your mom. What the heck does that mean?
And they said yes to him.
That's not a question. That's bait.
Any idea if Marvel extend?
Yes. Yeah. Is that the same guy? I think that's the same guy. They said no.
Any talk of an Omni or deluxe edition of EB's Reckless?
We know there's going to be one, right? Like we know that he loves those books, but he loves the graphic novel style of Europe. So we're gonna have to read those first. I don't know how many more there are gonna be in that line. Phoenix 3 is still on infinite hiatus, my friend.
What do you think of World War Hulk? And yes, I'm asking to hear you.
Me?
You have to say it.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. You watched I forget, I put the bloopers on our on Patreon, and I think that's one of the things I have the hardest time saying. World War Hulk.
Yay, good job.
I like the story. I like the 5-issue miniseries. I think some of the other miniseries are good and others are not good at all. Some of them have no business being in that omnibus. And like the X-Men one is okay. It's just kind of silly for Hulk to go pick a fight with the X-Men during that particular time, especially like Charles Xavier. I agree with you. Giving them away would help long-term sales. Thank you, Bruce. I would think so, but golly.
Let's see. Hey, Roberto Rodriguez.
How you doing, brother?
What do you think about the Strike Force Omni?
What do I think about the omnibus? How did we get this? That's what I think about it. I actually like those stories. But man, here's the thing. It wasn't New Universe either. It was just one of these Marvel comics that nowadays it would be like a different imprint. But I'm a sucker for possible post-apocalyptic futures where somebody has to give away their humanity to become like a super soldier. You throw that element in there, man, I'm in. I actually dig it, dude. World, dude. I remember I was so mad. I couldn't do it. Speculation on no Gen 13 and Danger Girl. Can you go to Alex's comment? And then William right above him. The art alone is a draw. Well, I'm actually going to have a meeting with Scott Doonbeer on Monday, and I have a lot of questions for him. Scott has created his own publishing company, Act 4. I got to interview him a few months ago when he was still at IDW, and he is the man behind all those artist editions. So if you're a fan of those, Scott Doonbeer is the man behind all that. And I want to have a good sit down with him and talk about some things and do an interview with him, whatever he's ready to talk about. They're going to announce some things at New York Comic Con. But Scott is friends with so many people in the industry that something like that, like they're doing an artist edition of Gen 13. Like I think that's been announced. I'm pretty sure there is. So yeah, that is something that I want to talk to him about, like the things that they can said. Gen 13, I didn't know you all were huge fans of Gen 13. I was a big fan of it when it was coming out, man. They were going to call it Gen X at first. I'm sure you all knew that, right? Like they were going to call it Gen X at first. William's comment.
I'm going back up. Warren, Monday. He's going to
Monday, my dude. Monday. What am I most looking forward to in New York City? I'm not even going to lie. This isn't making it up, anything up. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you all. Like, every single time I get like, dude, it's Omar. Like, it's not, not everybody has to be that hyper or like, oh my gosh, it's just awesome. I don't get out of the house well, during the day, we go out and stuff, but I don't have any like coworkers or anything like that. So just to see people like I feel like are friends because they watch my show and whatever, like it's just amazing. Every single time. It's such a humbling experience. Yes, I hope to see all of you. Please, I don't care if I'm filming, I don't care if I'm interviewing somebody, unless it's Chris Claremont. You leave me and Chris alone. You say hello, please. I don't care if you see me with a camera and you're like, he looks busy. You come and say hi. Because I love y'all. I'm serious. Y'all make all this worth it. There's a reason why I love doing this on Saturdays. Because I could do a pre-recorded show on Saturdays and just be left alone and have Saturdays to myself and my family. But I really enjoy this and look forward to this. So seeing a lot of you all there, like last year, Amanda and I getting recognized, that was really cool. So I can't wait. That's what I'm looking forward to. And yes, we've been invited to some private things and like parties and stuff like that. That's cool. That's really cool. Getting to see like a lot of the publishers that I work with and just hanging out with them. But it's you all that I'm most excited to see. And Chris Claremont. Because that's my uncle. I love that man. Yeah, he's going to be there.
Oh, yay. I can't remember.
And shoot that, dude. I love shooting. I love shooting that too.
But let's really quick.
Oh, yeah. So our sponsor in Europe, in the EU, I'm sorry, is Walt's Comic Shop. They're the place where you can get in the EU the Extremity hardcover, near mint condition cover. It's limited edition. Once they're gone, they're gone. They have flat shipping rates for 12 euros for all EU countries. Now, Walt is doing something unique, trying it out, seeing how it works. So this month, they're running a free shipping experiment. If your cart totals 150 euros, in-stock items only, not pre-orders, you get free shipping across the EU and the UK. For Germany, apparently the threshold there is 75 EU. So there you go. So not 150 euros. Yeah. So there you go. Just for this month of October. So keep that in mind. If your total is 150 euros, as long as it's an in-stock item, you get free shipping in the EU and UK and 75 euros in Germany.
At Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnibus and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting.
Dude, I'm serious. Like, I do. Like, I want to go to the UK. I love the folks over there, man. At like, I talk to them quite often. 2000 AD, Rebellion, and Titan. I love those guys. I would love to hang out with those people, and you all too, of course. Thought Bubble, and maybe Torun can meet us there. I think she goes to Thought Bubble. I think.
Jiminy Jillikers is slowly turning into Star Wars Fallout Boy. Star Wars What are your top 3? Ones you consider must-buys, regardless of being legends or canon.
Oh, Old Republic #1. That was amazing. New Republic Volume 2, because it's got some of the best stories. Ooh, 3rd, only 3. Man, this is tough. I'm actually going to go with Gillen's Darth Vader. That was amazing. To have like a comic of a villain, it's Darth Vader. Probably one of the most recognized and most well-known villains out there. But still, it's hard to do a comic book on a villain. I think some people can do it and some people can't. I know. It is amazing. Regardless of him being, multi-layered and stuff.
Do you think Jim Lee's X-Men will get a trade eventually? I'm a trade guy. That's another story I could see Marvel making a compact line with.
Well, they can do epics, right? He's had some epics done. Absolutely.
Tales of Jedi?
That stuff is good too. But I haven't read all of it. Empire 1 has one of my favorite Darth Vader moments. That's probably my 4th pick. But little bit more for me, Gillen's run. We'll be at Heroes Comic Con in Belgium. Oh. How does I'm not even gonna ask how James knows this.
Because his name's gonna be one of her books someday. Warren Weaver. Monday.
What is wrong with Warren?
We've told you 3 times.
But I actually like Warren, so that's okay.
Monday.
Will somebody tell Warren Monday, please?
Hey, Bar. It's good to see you. And Bar's just asking how everyone's doing.
I hope you're doing well and staying safe, my friend.
Any news on if we could get a second volume of that Tim Drake compendium?
Your name is so awesome because of that scene. Are you dense? Are you? Well, we're getting a Nightwing compendium volume 2, so I actually see this happening. Yeah, I hope so.
Ooh,
good.
I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi really picks up about halfway, and it's just incredible. Definitely recommend. Awesome.
Wait, your image, is that X? Is that who that is? I love that guy. That was a character published by Dark Horse. I really like that character.
Oh, have fun watching yourself play basketball.
Have a great weekend, Dark Knight.
Excuse me.
So cool to say. Have a great weekend, Dark Knight.
Let's see. Let's go back up to here.
Rebellion is always there. Distillery sponsored a second haul now. Avery Hill will be out in force. Oh, well, dude, when is that? You want to go to the UK?
Well, sure, but I'm not making that decision right at the top of my
We're doing it live. We're deciding right now.
Jack Berry asked a little while ago, anyone like the psychedelic verse?
¿Qué cosa es eso, hermano? Morning, you all. Will there be a Gen... Wow, that's another question about Gen 13. Spent a while collecting even an oversized hardcover. Have more floppy issues than that. I would prefer not. We all would. They only did one deluxe edition. Image did. I'm surprised they never went an absolute route or omnibus. Or maybe, you know, I'll probably say there's going to be a compendium. It's Multiple Man? I thought it was X. So that's Larry Stroman's Multiple Man. Then. I hate you so much. Where's Ryan? I usually say I hate Ryan so much. I saw Jimmy Palmiotti tweet. Yep, Jonah Hex. Well, it's not Jonah Hex. It's All-Star Westerns getting an omnibus.
Wait,
well,
Jack's answer to you. Oh, sorry. No,
Jack's answer to me is Bebop.
Yeah. Wait,
Question.
were you done with what you were saying though?
I think so. What was I saying?
You were
Omar Melanie.
Talk about Jonah Hex.
Yeah, All-Star Western. Go ahead, baby. You can read.
Which Wonder Woman Omni would you recommend to someone who hasn't read any of hers yet? Brian Azzarello or Gail Simone's?
Between both of those, if you like a little more horror in your stories, go with Azzarello's. But if you like traditional superheroes and jumping into action right away, Gail Simone's.
Will X-Force by Percy be getting a Volume 4 hardcover? There has been no announcement yet, as far as I recall.
I haven't said anything. Brian Wilson, shut up, Brian. Even before he said anything, I said, shut up. No, I said, get out, Ryan. Yeah, I haven't heard. I haven't heard about that one. I hope so to wrap up the series. That would be nice.
Hello from Peru.
Otra persona de Peru? Sara. How many Peruvians we got in this chat? Raise your hand. Melanie and Omar, if you come to London, I will take you and the girls to Forbidden Planet.
If I made a poll, do you think people would answer honestly? Are you from Peru? Yes, no.
No. We got Warren freaking in here asking 55 questions, and it's the same question.
Let's see. I ordered Ryan Otley's
new sketch
book, Comic-Con commissions and covers. Excited to get it soon.
I didn't know he was still doing this. That's awesome. I'm a big Otley fan too. Look, there he is.
Jack raised his hand. What are your top 5? Or I'm sorry,
is this
what
John?
are your 5 favorite X-related stories of all time?
I can't do that on the spot. Okay, I'm gonna try. I don't even crack my knuckles. I don't know why I'm making that.
Here. I announced for Students of the Week while you think about it.
You don't have Students of the Week. There was no school last week.
No, it's for the previous week. You want to think about it?
No.
Okay. Well,
because I know this.
And then,
it's just I've got a lot.
Okay.
Fall to Me, and this is number 1. X Factor Endgame. Oh gosh, this is hard. Days of Future Past. Oh, I'm a sucker for those post-apocalyptic futures, man. Days of Future Past. Fall to Mutants. X Factor Endgame. Wolverine 34. And oh gosh, Weapon X. Oh, that was hard.
Wait.
God Loves Man Kills.
Did you name 5?
I
What
left
was that
out
one
God
for?
Loves Man Kills.
Okay.
God
I
Loves Man
thought you
Kills. Why did I put that? I'm just gonna leave myself out. Come to Peru and eat ceviche. I love Peru and I love ceviche. Wait, I am Peruvian and I love ceviche. God Loves Man Kills. Take out Wolverine 34. What's wrong with me? This is what happens when you all ask me questions on the spot.
I'm a high school English teacher. I'd like to announce my students of the week that I want to recognize for Navy days in film studies, Katie, for being such a terrific engaged student with her analysis. Good job, Katie. And Shelby in second period creative writing. I'm really proud of the hard work you're putting into your writing and the heart you're putting into it. It's going to be awesome. And Emma in creative writing in fourth period, that I really appreciate how engaged you are and how you are putting a lot of work into your work. Thank you. And then in Green Days, we've got for film studies, Kylie. I appreciate your fantastic analysis of movies. And in third period, Aniston, you've got a terrific work ethic. Keep going. And then in fourth period, Cheyenne, you have a terrific work ethic as well. I'm proud of you guys.
And if you kids aren't watching, you better start watching. Hit that like button. You can leave that as part of the clip that you play your students.
I will. There we go.
Look, this is what he said. I hope your kids are watching. I'm surprised you didn't say, shh. Shh.
It's blasphemous. Hey, y'all.
How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing okay. Dang it. I can't believe y'all called me out like that.
A lot of people
You're
do
Peruvian,
think
but you have an Arab name. Arab. That's interesting. My grandmother, it's from the Bible. You know, what's really interesting, a lot of people see that, like my name is Omar, and they think, yeah, like I'm Muslim or Middle Eastern. And I have to disappoint them. I'm not. I remember a couple times I've actually been spoken to like in a different language, and I'm like, I speak Spanish.
Gabriel, thank you for the super chat.
Oh,
any chance the Transformers Phase 1 hardcovers get reprinted? Do you have to start a Phase 1?
You don't have to start a Phase 1. You can start a Phase 2. I think IDW can reprint them, and I've talked to them about it, but they've been kind of like, no, they're focusing on their own thing right now, which it makes sense, I guess. Kyle, you are dead to me. You get a 6 out of 10. You thought I was there? I'm so sorry, Dennis Reynolds. Sorry to disappoint. I am Peruvian. Will you and Amanda do a show about the Penguin? Yeah. Once the whole series was wrapped up, I think we're reviewing Joker 2 tomorrow at 6. I think.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, and Josh was also saying, Omar, Batman is a 6 out of 10. I don't think God Loves Man Kills is good enough.
Good enough for what? Batman?
And I'm trying to pass myself off as 12-year-old. Last giveaway, of course, will lie about being Peruvian.
Told you.
Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime is shipping and showing up in stores as well, by the way.
Look at Roberto Rodriguez with the history lesson. Click on that for a second. Omar has an Arab name, thanks to the Moors being in Spain for 800 years. Absolutely. In southern Spain, there was the whole Moorish invasion. And a lot of those people went over to Peru too.
Maxwell's saying that as well.
Yeah, it's a really interesting part of history. And honestly, I didn't know that until I think I was in college, and I had met somebody that from southern Spain, and we had the same like skin tone and stuff, which I always thought Spanish people were just white, right? And he was like, "Oh, I'm from southern Spain," and we got to talking, and that was really cool, like just to learn about the whole Moorish invasion and how close we are, all of us, humanity.
Michael's picks are
Executioner Song, Age of Apocalypse, Extinction Agenda, Fatal Attractions, and Weapon X. Good choices. Where's God Loves Man Kills? Which department of Peru are you from? Department X. Why did I say X? I'm out of here, man. That's the last mistake I make. I am from Lima. I was born in Lima. My dad's from Callao, and my mom is from Loreto, which is in the Amazon. So my mom's from the Amazon, and my dad's from the city, the coastal region. I only ask because I'm Arab. It's a cool name if it means lifelong lived. Oh, thank you. Oh man, I don't know where mine is, Kyle. I saw the box and I'm like, I can't throw the box away. Omar, do you have any updates on the Valiant Origins line? If they finished collecting the run, my contact was supposed to send me the new ones. I need to reach out. Outside of that, I don't know. They're supposed to go through if they if they're selling well. That's the thing, right?
Joker Bronze Age Omnibus. Any other Joker Omnis?
No. There are no. I mean, there's the Absolute Killing Joke, but there's no other Joker Omnibus. Thoughts on Batman Contagion Legacy Ever Collected Edition? Tough Gap. Oh, yes. That's one of my most wanted. Somebody asked
This is
about
for
the
Daniel.
Omni Omni Nation asked me to do the What's Underneath the Dust Jacket.
Okay, so here is the Thor by Kate's Incline.
I actually mapped that Sin like the Contagion Legacy Omnibus, because they've been, it would follow up the. I needed to have a post Nightfall Omnibus first, so I did map it. Whether they follow my mapping or not, it's up to them.
Hey, that's the rune for Thorn. Nice, because I watched Rob Words this week. I love learning. Michael's never read God Loves Meg.
Oh, it's one of the best.
Wait, what did I just say? God Loves Meg. Okay, I said it right.
It's one of the best.
Can we get a gallery edition of Wolverine Charleston Shoe?
You're from Caza, ¿verdad? And my dad's a big fan of Sport Boys. And I mean, his team is Alianza Lima. That's his team, right? And my mom's and they get into fights, which is hilarious because Peru sucks like at soccer anyway. So we're both ashamed when it comes to the World Cup. We never make it. Like, I'm like, come on, man. This year, I took my dad to DC, to Washington, D.C. to see the Peru against the U.S.
See, the Peru.
To see the team, right? Dude, there were so many Peruvians. I forgot how crazy we are when we all get together and party. And we still lost. And we still partied.
Let's see. What's the moops? And by the way,
Taylor Talks Comics. How's it going, buddy?
What's the moops?
Oh no, what's the moves? Us?
Oh, okay. Any chance for reprint of the first Spider-Man on me?
Make sure to vote.
I was wondering when Spectacular Spider-Man will run gets an epic collection.
Not yet.
Oh,
I haven't heard about it yet.
Oh, yeah. It's a genius Seinfeld reference, apparently.
Oh, okay. The moops. I don't remember that. What is your thoughts of the new season of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime? I haven't seen it yet. JJ, is it good? I don't remember what episode is the moves. I don't remember that.
I don't either. Oh, we quit watching that, huh? Kate's Thor started out with a bang, but it went downhill because Kate's had a wreck.
That's not why it went downhill.
No.
Right, Ryan is wrong once again. That's the third time today.
What's coming up on the Grace channel on YouTube?
That's a good question.
Bubble Boy is moves.
Dang it! That's what it is. That's good. I know, but it's just. Let me see if I can find a picture. Because I took this with it was before Dom left to go on vacation, and
it was a misprint on Trivial Pursuit answer card. Yes, I love Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona. My daughter loves it. Oh, it's so good. I need to go pick up the latest issues.
So tomorrow is a Fantagraphics overview. Monday is the Jen McKay, Moon Knight, and Dazzler Omnibus. Tuesday is the Marvel trades. Wednesday is my top 10 most wanted Marvel gallery / masterpiece editions. And Thursday is my overview of Extremity Volume 1. And Friday is the Batman Cult and a lot of other things that I'm doing too. Including some interviews. And the interviews that I have lined up for this week are, well, that's a private interview right there. Sorry. This one is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. It's Peter Tomasi and Francis Manipool will be here. It'll be live. Thursday is my friend Justin is coming over. We're at 6 p.m. and we are going to talk about, so his uncle is James what is his name? James P. Worrell.
Ernest.
Ernest.
His uncle's Ernest.
Yeah, that was his uncle. And the guy that's working on the graphic novel, we're all three talking about the Ernest graphic novel. Ernest Goes to Comics, I think is what it's called. So that's what's going on this week. Yes, those are the 2 interviews. They'll be live, and then I got a double, triple. Start making videos like 2 or 3 a day. So yeah, have a good one. Francis Manipul, he'll be joining me at 5 p.m. along with Peter Tomasi. Jim Varney, that's who it is.
Tuesday. On Tuesday.
Yep. That's on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Really excited to talk to Peter and call him out on why he would never give me an interview. He was like, I can't do Zoom interviews and internet interviews. I'm busy writing comics. And I would only interview him at conventions. Then Ghost Machine comes around. I'm going to be calling him out on that. I love that guy. Hi, Omar. Melanie. Any idea if Journey into Mystery by Gillen is going to get a reprint, even though it didn't make the top 20? Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen. Somebody had a super chat. Marvel's Big Wheel Omnibus. When? What? What the fudge, John? I just saw his question. Oh, I don't know. No, there is no Big Wheel. There's not happening. Top 5 appearances. I can't. So soft serve is that ice cream eating full mutant that is put in the background. I know he's in Knights of X5. He's in Way of X2. I think he's in X-Men 8, I think. Jerry Duggins. That's all, man. That's all I got.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, John, with your hard question. That was a hard one. Yeah, Big Wheel. Okay, there's 2 Big Wheel fans.
Out of spirit. When are the next Marvel Omni announcements?
I'm hoping to do at least one before New York Comic Con. One before soft serve is a sheet. What? Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry, John. You should have.
What? No.
Feel free to break out the Sudoku or something, Melanie. Boom Boom or Jubilation Lee to go on a picnic with? Boom Boom. It's a sidekick, Jubilee.
No Real Talk.
Oh yeah, there's Real Talk on Wednesday. It's a vote between From Dusk Till Dawn or Planet Terror.
Scott Dunn.
Oh, no, that's a meeting. It's not an interview. Sorry.
And
what's your most wanted Shazam omnibus? Oh, Power Shazam all the way. I know you're a completist, but if you had to choose between collecting Savage Sword or Conan, which would you choose? Savage Sword. Savage Sword did not follow the Comics Code Authority, and they were having fun with that book. Lots of violence, lots of nudity. The implied sexual content that's in the Marvel book, they don't imply it. Like, it's not gratuitous or anything, but it's a little more there.
Do you ever get burnt out from comics?
You know, my family and friends ask me this question all the time. Not really. I don't. I look forward. Like, I got excited. I got the Harrow County big edition.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was nice.
Upstairs, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to read that. And I'm like, I've already read it. Why am I excited to read it? Because I'm going to make a video. It's my job, and I love it. So no, not yet. Ask me in 5 more years, though. Oh, I hate reading comics.
What book would you suggest to get a 15-year-old into X-Men? That's a good question, Jackie.
At 15, I was reading a lot of X-Men. Oh, that was my jam. Astonishing X-Men, I think it's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Astonishing X-Men for a 15-year-old. Trying to think, X-Men is perfect for teenagers, right? Because everybody feels alone. People feel like they're different, that no one else is like them. And when you're feeling like an outsider, regardless of, what it is about you as a teenager, because when you're a teenager, you're not really happy with yourself. You're not happy with the way you look or whatever. I think X-Men is just perfect for that. So new X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, Claremont's X-Men Volume 3. I would say From the Ashes is a good starting point. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. So something like that. The Dark Phoenix Saga is a classic. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other ones that.
Dear Lord,
Generation X.
of the best, strongest books, aka Omnibus. You said that volume 11 of Conan Barbarian Series 2
Yes.
is Dark Horse?
No. Marvel did another series after the end of their initial run. They did another series that would give us 2 more Omnis to do. I don't think Corey was working on those at the time. I think somebody else is going to be doing the that particular restoration.
I feel like there's a ton of different Conans.
Oh, there is, and that's the beauty of Conan is you can read any of them.
Would you recommend the new Moon Knight by K Omni for a new Moon Knight reader?
Absolutely. She had never read Moon Knight, and she loved that first book. You did a review on it. I looked at the videos. Yeah, you did a review on it like 3 years ago.
Awesome.
You don't remember.
I can read it again and be like, whoa, this is awesome. Can you let Marvel know that next year is the 60th anniversary of Caza? It would be nice.
How'd you say that?
It's like, I don't know. Who is Caza?
Well,
there's a hyphen. I gotta pause.
Okay, so the way I pronounce it is Kazar.
Oh.
But what you're saying is actually right.
Oh, okay. Like
Caza
Magneto.
It's like
Magneto.
Okay, Chris Claremont and Jan DiMatteis. Caza is like hunting, right? In Spanish.
Oh.
But it's not spelled like that. But I think most people say Kazar, right? Like I think that's the way that Stan Lee said it. Where's John? John would know this. He's still in the chat. Crazy thing, a Comics Code Authority came out because some psychologist was scaring the country with false info. Right? Good. That is a very we can't let that happen. But we didn't finish with
Sergio's thing. It'd be nice to have the classic omnibus, just one.
It'd be a fat one. No, they'll make it 2.
Okay. Now, there you go.
Yeah. We can't ever let that happen again. Because seduction of the innocent and all that, ridiculous. It's like it reminds me of the 90s, like in the 90s when people were blaming video games for all the violence. So stupid. Like, what the heck?
Okay, so we got Kazar.
Keep going. What else we got?
Kazar. Melanie was right.
Melanie was right.
Thanos.
Not 9-10. Whichever was his first appearance.
McKay wrote a great Black Cat, so I guess I'll check out Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah. It's solid.
Oh, Ryan's bringing up the origins of Wonder Woman.
Shut up, Ryan.
Let's see. From the Ashes refers a lot to the Krakoa era. I would go still to the OG.
No. From the Ashes, the OG. From the Ashes, not the new one.
Should Eric get a planetary Omni?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, look at that Garfield.
If you can afford it, you get that beautiful Absolute Edition. There's a little more material in it.
Is there enough material for a Thanos omnibus?
There's 2 Thanos omnibus. Right? Yeah, there's 2. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Like the beginning, and then the Jim Starlin graphic novels that he wrote. Yeah. Max.
People spread it by giving hugs. What's the word for hug in Spanish?
Abrazo.
Wait, I know that. Because you say, dame un brazo.
Which means one arm, right? Abrazo. Brazo's arm. Abrazo.
Do you know if they're planning to release the Dawn of X and Reign of X in an omnibus?
I was told 2 years ago on a phone call right here on this very chair. I talked to David Gabriel. And he's like, yeah, we'll do that. But let's focus on the new things first. I will remind him. But yeah, I'm sure that will come. It's a huge popular series. It's just, how do you collect it? It'd be like 9 omnis of everything. That's a lot.
Is Wolverine's first appearance in 180 or 180?
Full appearance 181. Cameo appearance in 180.
Oh, all these years.
You know this.
All these years. Melanie's right. Shirts with Melanie wearing a ruby cord. Just do a 9 omni set.
Okay, Flint.
Just do it.
I'm going to text David Gabriel right now. He's having a fun weekend off. Do 9 omnis in Krakoa era. Flint Westwood's. Flint Westwood's a cool name. It's got like some authority behind it. Flint Westwood called Melanie and he said, get to Krakoa right now. I'd be like, is he a sheriff?
But Crom's Devils, what's in the Colossal Conan, the Dark Horse?
Yeah, all the the stuff behind me, the Colossal stuff is Conan from Dark Horse. All that is. 3 Thanos omnibus. Infinity Saga, Infinity. Oh, Infinity. I forgot about that omnibus. I don't count that one in Infinity Origin.
Oh,
The
Ultimate
best.
X-Men. Did you like Ultimate X-Men?
No, I did not. But it's edgy. And kids like edginess. So sure. Yeah, that will work.
I liked Krakoa as well. 30 years of waiting for the Krakoa era omnibus to be released.
But think about it though, right? Like if you were a kid reading the Krakoa era and that was your first X-Men, you're 12 years old, 13 years old, you don't have the money for an omnibus. 10 years after you graduate college, you will.
Then, yeah.
Which is, I know you all are smart enough to figure out, like, why is there a bunch of 90s stuff all of a sudden? Because those kids that grew up in the 90s are now old enough, they're out and making money and disposable income, and they want to relive the past. And there's a price for nostalgia. That's just not comic books, though. I mean, that's video games, that's toys, that's everything. Look how many toys we have that are Thundercats, Silverhawks, He-Man, Transformers. The stuff we grew up with is back on the shelves. That's just the way it is, right? I mean, it's just like, I think it's wonderful because I get to relive my childhood through these big books. I am loving the Most Wanted series. Could you please consider doing Most Wanted Iron Man and Most Wanted Wolverine Omnis? Where's John? Wait, Iron Man? Is there enough Omnis for those characters you want? Oh, gosh. Wolverine, yes. Iron Man, I'll do a top 5. No, actually, Bloss, no, there are GoBots. It's the Machine Robo. They're doing like almost like Masterpiece style Machine Robo GoBots. It's nuts. In your opinions, what is the most interesting omnibus that is not superhero that is coming out? Strike Force Morituri. From DC, they stopped the freaking House of Secrets and House of Mystery. I wish they would continue those. Well, Spectre doesn't count. That's a reprint. Dead Man's a reprint. What is DC what are they printing? Jonah Hex.
Totally Spies.
All-Star Western.
Love Totally Spies bar.
My shout out for the exclusive Marvel box set, Krakoa era box set. That would be awesome. Living my best life right now. 90s were the best. See, whatever era you grew up with as a kid, like for me, it's the 80s, right? That's my era. That's the one that I love and I look forward to, like reliving in omnibus format. Now it's the 90s kids' time. A few years from now, it's going to be I can't believe I'm going to say this, the early aughts. We're done with the 1900s. That makes me feel old. We're on to the aughts. And then those kids
get the new Secret War Marvel Legend figures?
Secret War? No, I don't. What is the secret? Who's in that? I don't know what that is. Secret War. Are they doing like the costumes?
Put up what you got first, and then
kids don't really like toys anymore. Adults are the target. Go to Eric for a second. Right here, 1234. This is a very important comment. Kids don't really like toys anymore. Adults are the target. Now, here's something about what you just said. If that's true, then that's bad news. This is why companies try new things, right? Like adults like us, like older people, get upset when comic book companies or toy companies try new things, like new characters, right? But they have to do that to get new audience to watch and read. It's not about us anymore. How many more years do we have in us to keep collecting, right? These things, right? I'm 46. 20 more years maybe, and then call it a day. They got to get to the youth, right? That's why they still have to get new characters. So when people are upset, like, oh, Miles Morales, Miss Marvel, trash, garbage, whatever. It's not about us anymore, guys. It's about the next generation. It's about those people, those kids that will grow up with these characters. They're the ones that are going to be spending the money. Like, it's the same thing with the toy market. I don't like the Bayformers, but there was a reason why Bayformers had to look so different than the 86 line, than the 80s Transformers, because they needed to hook a new generation. Transformers Animated. I remember when they were like doing those toys of Transformers Animated, people were like, those are awful. They look horrible, but it didn't matter. It wasn't about us anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jess is collecting for eternity. No, Omar did not announce the 2020 cancel box set.
No, I would never, unless I get permission from Marvel. So
Has Marvel solicited any Omnis from the Krakoa era yet?
Just the Sabretooth War. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a starting collector of Omnibus,
I
it's
love
very
that Michael
difficult
Turner
to
picture.
choose a focus of what to collect. I've made a wanted to buy list, but it's very difficult to choose which line to start with.
You like Supergirl, right? There's a New 52 Supergirl book. Start with that. And if you want to branch out to Superman, because you're in luck. There's not a lot of Superman post Crisis on Infinite Earths. Stick with the character. And if you like Superman, you're like, well, he's also in Justice League. Maybe I'll read a couple of those. And that's how it starts. And before you know it, you have a room full of freaking books, and you're like, what happened? I don't know what to read next. But starting from the beginning, like with a white canvas, is so wonderful to me. I love seeing people that are, I'm new to collecting. This is my first omnibus. I love seeing comments like that. Because, you know, you have all of this like available to you now. The toys that come out these days are so cheap and undersellable that even their target audience, the current day kids, are not interested anymore. And that's kind of scary. Seriously. Like, we need kids to read comics. We need kids to buy toys, or their parents to buy toys, right? Because we want them to continue reading and to continue this tradition that I love so much. Like, I think it's very important. That's why I'm a firm believer in keeping comics in the classroom and giving, you know, donating kids. Like, anybody that want anything from me, I try to, if I have it, try to send a couple comics for kids if they have some. So yeah.
Jack has a super chat.
What's he saying? The only way to stop another book like Worthman book is to vote for Harrison for political. Dang it, dude! You know what? It's your super chat. You do whatever you want to.
Thank you for the super chat, Jack.
I do not talk politics on this channel. You know dang well
Omar.
we're here to talk about comic books.
So
Jack.
Matthias left your shirt.
Oh, thanks,
you were
brother.
saying earlier that the line's not good. The Secret Wars Marvel.
I don't even know what it is. I'll have to look it up. Wait, we can do whatever we want in a super chat? No, I just have to read it.
Why do people not like John Byrne's Spider-Man Omni?
Because that's actually one of the ones that people suggested. You should do expanded Omnis. And I'm like, actually, let me think about that, because there are some that I would do. John Byrne's Spider-Man Omnibus, the problem with that is that Howard Mackey was the writer on the other title. So John Byrne would do like part 1, and Howard Mackey would do part 2. So there's about like 8 issues that don't have a part 2. Something like that. As someone born in 1993, it's weird to think that today's kids views 90s cartoons are the way I viewed cartoons from the 1960s, like Flintstones and Jetstones. Jetsons, not Jetstones.
Jetstones.
Flintstones Meet the Jetsons, by the way. I love that movie.
What do you think? What is the earliest age where a kid appreciates a comic book? Like, I have a 2-year-old nephew. I know he's too young, but when I should try giving comics and what? I'd say start now, because it's never too young to read to kids.
Them.
Like, I think it's great for their mental development to be read to, and you could totally read a comic out loud to them. And so yeah, I don't think it's too young. I mean, don't let them handle something that right gonna tear it up, but no, I think go ahead and start. Let's see. Josh, thank you for the super chat. Here we go. Josh, Omar will give you all my hardcover Usagi.
Josh, if I go first, in my living will, I have it for my kids to make a video of them burning my Usagi hardcovers and sending it to you. That's in my will. That's how much I like you. What a jerk. Burning the... Oh, and they got to be laughing in the video, too. Hey, Steven, how you doing, buddy?
Duck Comics.
Absolutely.
Wait. I shouldn't sing the DuckTales with Duck Comics.
Let me tell you, man. If Don Rosa heard you singing DuckTales to his Duck Comics, he'd ban you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry.
Burn books.
Look.
Oh, only the books that Josh wants.
I think that's why Kate's Venom was so important, because it was a lot of modern comics, in my opinion, aren't kids see that Venom run. They will probably...
Oh yeah, they'll want Null, and they'll want all of the Null dragons. Absolutely. My kids will send the video laughing.
I'm through Spawn for the first time, After only having watched the movie after 180 plus issues, wow, I was surprised by the God Insane stuff. I was not expecting this. What's your thoughts on the story?
I never liked Spawn. I love the art, which is why I kept buying Spawn. But I never liked the story. I thought the story was it was okay. Yeah, some people consider it blasphemous. You know, the whole war between heaven and hell and all that, which we've seen in comics before, of course. But yeah, just don't read the Kids Conan. It's Savage Sword.
Is Kate's Thor anything like Venom or Aaron's Thor?
There are ties to a little bit to Venom, so it starts off that way, and then he kind of does his own thing.
Gotcha.
He's some racist against Josh. Yeah, only Josh. Do you guys think kids will still read comics? I feel like I almost see 90% of adults in comic book stores. Well, when I was a kid, I think, that's all I would see too was adults. I think kids still read comics. I think so, yeah.
I have a handful of students who read comics, and even like I've got Hyperbole and a Half that in creative writing I was offering to people that I could just tell from their demeanor they're not into like superheroes, you know what I'm saying? Comics and stuff, and that they thought it was funny and enjoyed it. So definitely they're checked out from the library as well. Yeah, seriously.
Good.
A lot. Yeah.
I think what's really interesting is one of the highlights of the year for me was being interviewed by a group of 4th graders and 5th graders from New York. And what's interesting is I've never had this happen. I'm talking to the kids and I'm like, raise your hand if you like Batman, right? Like I said, raise your hand if you like Spider-Man. And a couple kids went, which one? And I said, Peter Parker. And a couple went. And then I said, what about Miles Morales? And these kids lost their freaking, like they were jumping up and down. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because when I was a kid, it was all about Peter Parker. Like, that's the only Spider-Man. I had never been asked which one. So there's definitely a need for new characters too. Like, I think that's great. Even though it's like a legacy character, I think it's awesome that we still have a need for them.
Somebody's asking about the best.
Oh yeah,
the
Eternal Edition.
We've got John's super chat. So
yeah,
this
piece.
It's sparkly. It's not really showing up, but maybe it's not that sparkly. Oh, the back. There you go. I was like, where are the sparkles? I knew they're okay. You can't see it. There are sparkles. All right, and it is gorgeous and it's oversized. I want to poke myself with it. Okay, John, thank you for the super chat. You have to read that.
I am the Uncanny Omar, and I'm obsessed by Aunt May's love life. That age beauty gets my gears going. I also love Rick Grayson. Remember to vote. I do like Ultimate Aunt May. Remember, she was a hottie. Ultimate Aunt May is a hottie. Omar, here, kids never read comics except for Bone because they're all in English except for Bone.
You said Omar here.
Over here. My bad, over here.
What do you think of Rude and Barron's Nexus comic?
I was a big fan. Well, up until a certain point when I stopped reading comics, so I never finished it. Comics are too expensive for kids and some adults and not available in enough places for kids to discover them. There's libraries, though. Everybody's got libraries, right? Peter, Miles.
But John says that's a rad.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Like, I never had anybody.
I choose Peter Parker, the adult Peter Parker, because that's who I had a crush on growing up reading it.
I just never kids were excited as soon as I said Miles Morales, like jumping up and down and screaming like it was a wrestling match. The movies are great, and I think a lot of it has to do with that. And if there's a comic book that looks like the character from the movie, then of course a kid's gonna check that out. I remember volunteering at my daughter's Scholastic fairs. Those books sold well. The little digest-sized Miles Morales books, those were awesome. That's why the next time I brought a bunch to donate to the school. Ultimate Aunt May is a guilt. That's not. Yes,
you are obsessed with yourself. That's why you saw the word Omar.
I am unstoppable. Omar.
And Ryan, I'm so glad you got the Supergirl Woman Tomorrow Deluxe Edition. And Bar, I remembered that you love that, so I'm not going to suggest that book to you.
Is she not a fan?
No, remember when she was asking about what to read on the plane?
Oh.
And I suggested, she's like, do you know who I am?
Gosh,
Sorry.
yells. Zero libraries comics with, or zero libraries here with comics. I'm sorry, man.
That stinks.
So where would you? Yeah, I guess that is a good
Like-
point. They are expensive. How would a kid be able to read a comic? I remember going to the newsstands like Watchmen. Do y'all remember that in Watchmen, the little kid that would read at the newsstand? That's what I would do sometimes when my mom went to the open market. They had comics, and I would just read there. Goblin Volume 1 and 2. I love Goblin. It was so good. Hellboy Corbin collection. Loving Goblin. Thank you for the video, and I would never have found them. I love that book. Jose Ponce de Leon. Be good, brother.
Does JMS's Captain America Volume 2 include issue number 13?
I don't know. Do I have it yet?
Yeah, you do. It came in a box, but I don't know where it is. I don't think it's upstairs.
You don't know where my box is?
When we did unboxing for TikTok.
Oh, then it's over here in one of those
Here,
bookshelf slots.
I could go check really quick, but I wanted to point out what Blast said. The Peter Parker slowly becoming Jay Garrick's That's true.
That's old.
That's true.
That makes me feel old.
Here, answer this. I'm gonna go look for that.
Jiminy Jellickers. I don't know much about Silver Surfer, but I'm considering buying the Return of the Spaceways Omni when it comes out. Is that a good place? Get Volume 1 first. Volume 1's phenomenal. It's being reprinted. Return of Spaceways is good too. It's got a lot of what's his name? Oh my gosh, Steve Englehart. I don't know why my brain just that shelf. It's one of the Marvel books. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 slots up at the top. It's in there. And it's got some great artwork. And then it goes into the Ron Lim era. And the next one will be like an Infinity Gauntlet omnibus.
Oh, here it is.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Read those funny books. Sadly, a lot of people don't use libraries. I read most of the comics at the library when I was a teen. Here in our hometown, or the place where we live, there's a huge selection of books. Nostalgia is only useful when you're selling something. Industry, HBO. I wish them luck. I hope that Superman movie does well.
It's issue 7 through 11.
So it doesn't
The
include
second
13.
trade. It's issue 7 through.
So both Omar and Melanie, have either of you read Witch Hat Atelier?
I want to. It's gorgeous.
You like her
Oh
art?
yeah, my student last year checked it out from the school library.
It's
And she was upset because she had to wait. Like somebody else had the next volume.
I bought the first 7 and I read the first one. I really liked it. It's beautiful. I'm kind of hoping they do a box set because I'm a sucker for those stupid box sets.
I would like to read it. It looks really pretty. And Josh was asking what I was reading. So this week I got into Scott Pilgrim. I'm reading the colored edition. It's a lot of fun. I've never read it before. And let's see. I just it's a chill read. I'm enjoying it.
It's a chill read.
And Executioner Song. I need to finish Ice Cream Man, the second volume. There was something else that I can't remember. Oh, I started reading Hey Bar. No, I haven't read that this week. I started reading G. Willow Wilson's Poison Ivy. Yeah, because I took Lydia to the dentist, but it only took like 15 minutes, so that's all I read of it. But I still like it. It's gorgeous, weird, creepy art, and yeah, I suggest it. So thank you, Josh, for asking. And you're welcome. Parable is also great. Which had
Parable, unfortunately, is not in. Oh, it's in the omnibus though. It will be. Thank you, Elon. That's right. Superman's my most anticipated film next year. One of the things that inspired Gunn for the DCU is the JLU animated series, which I love. Rest in peace, Dwayne McDuffie. The only comic books we have here in European stuff like Asterix, Tintin, or something like Mouse. No superheroes. And I wonder if that's got to be like it's got to be a culture thing too, right? Like here in America, finally we're at that moment where I do see people reading comics out and about and not being shy about it. Not being like more so than we used to back in the 80s and 90s.
I mean,
it could be a tablet. I saw a kid. not a kid, it was an adult reading on a tablet when I was on a plane with Amanda. I have all 3 volumes of Poison Ivy. It's a great read. Maybe an omnibus.
It is.
Oh, and
It's
the
good.
art is beautiful.
It's good. Is Asterix a hero?
How dare you?
Superheroes or bust? No, I like everything. Like, yeah. Ice Cream Man. Oh, it's creepy. The DC animated universe is my introduction to DC superheroes. I ended up going to the comics in adulthood thanks to those cartoons. Yeah.
I think that's the point of those, right? I think it's great. I love hearing that.
It was Spider-Man and X-Men and Batman cartoons in the 90s. Made me read comics.
It's good to see you, Master Bobby. We'd love to see more comics with no superheroes. There's so many different important ways to tell a story. I think, yeah, that's why I love doing hidden gems. And I'm bringing that back this October. I was looking at my bookshelf over there, what books would make it on the list, because I didn't make it a little something spooky. And then I got to look at the spreadsheet that James, I don't know if he's here, created for me. And at this moment, I forgot the whole time. Smash that like button, please.
James is here.
Oh, yeah, James is here to promote our Patreon, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees book club over Zoom, where you will be, your pretty face will be on Zoom.
And actually, that's we're going to go with the Thursday vote. Is it here?
Elon, yes, email me.
I'm going to double check.
I emailed you back about your friend, right, for the manga thing? I know I did. I did.
Bart, don't be embarrassed. No.
Don't be embarrassed. It's a horrible movie.
Spider-Verse Omnibus.
Patton Parnell in Edge, issue 4, is a creep. Conan the Barbarian, or I think Carlos is asking, scroll up a little bit. Which is the best starting point?
Conan Barbarian Omni or Savage Sword?
Savage Sword. If you're okay with black and white art. Some people are not okay with black and white art.
So the book club will be this month, Thursday, October 24th at 7 p.m. is the vote that won.
Shoot. That's when I'm doing my live stream of Evergreen. It's on the calendar.
No, it wasn't. Not when I made this vote.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's not up to me. It's a panel, so I have to let them decide too. Okay. You can still do it that day. I just won't be able to join.
No, that's fine. Just well, the people probably want to watch that as well. Okay.
They can watch my replay. They can join the book club. That's a better way to spend your day.
We'll get back to you. Who is your dream director to tackle on a comic book based movie?
Martin Scorsese on Wolverine, because he does not like superhero movies. No, just kidding. James Cameron on Spider-Man. I would love to see what his vision would have brought. I'm a manga reader too, so black and white art is okay. Savage Sword it is then. Yeah, it's more mature. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't mind like black and white color. I just I had the choice of Scott Pilgrim being in color, and I was like, it's bold, bright colors. I'll choose the color, but I wouldn't mind black and white.
Steven, thank you for asking about my haul. It's been a while. I'll do a haul video. I got a bunch of books over there, but a lot of them I've done overviews of. But yeah, I'll do a haul video. Maybe next weekend or the week that I'm going to New York Comic Con. I could put it up for there. We'll figure it out back up one, and I'll join you.
No, wait. We'll decide later. We're not deciding on the middle.
We're not doing it live.
Stanley Kubrick on Ecstatics. That would be awesome.
But he's dead. Oh, dream director.
Ooh, your panel just makes you angry.
This is true, they do.
Let's see. I've been watching comic reviews over years and finally bought some DC books, and it's so good. Do you have any recommendations for Joker or DC Comics in general?
Oh, do I ever? Batman Year One, Superman by Tomasi and Gleason. Joker, The Killing Joke is an absolute edition if you want to go that route. It's also in trade paperback. Dark Knight, it's always a good one. Dark Knight Returns. Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka omnibus that's coming out, because that's my favorite Wonder Woman run. I can't wait to own that. Or if you like beautiful artwork, a little wordy, but it's the George Perez Wonder Woman. The DC's Finest is also coming out with Batman Year 1 and 2 together in one book, so that's going to be great. Wonder Woman by Gail Simone in that line is excellent. As far as the Joker, there's really not a lot of... The Man Who Laughs, I think, is very important if you haven't read it yet. That's a great one.
Have you read Matrix comics?
I have. You know, I don't own the hardcover. I don't know why. I need to get that. I don't know why.
Are you reviewing Birthright hardcover this month or next month?
Is that one of the Kid Robot? That's Kid Robot and Bison. I love that set. I will be doing. When does it come out? Does it come out the last week? Because I've only read the first trade, so that's the problem, right? Image doesn't send me copies, so I have to buy my own and review them. So it takes me a little bit because I have to read it. If it comes out the last week of October, then it'll probably be the first week of November before I can do an overview of it.
So now I'm going to watch the new Salem's Lot adaptation, one of my favorite Stephen King books. Have you watched the new movie?
No, I don't. I like the original Salem Slot, and I like the book. I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. I'm not a big fan of the new remakes or adaptations. It could be closer to the book, so I don't know. It could be good. Let me know what you think.
Carlos, have you read the Jaunt short story by
short
Stephen
story?
King?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I listened to it again for Halloween. It's so creepy. Oh, it creeps me out. The Jaunt. Let's see.
Great
Eye.
Kid Robot Bison, baby. Yeah, I collect those too. I need to get
look, Novark thought Superman. Bark thought Superman.
No. Birthright by Joshua Williamson. Yeah, it gets a little confusing.
Salem's Lot new movie. That's the best, but it's better than. It's not the best, but it's better than Joker 2.
Did you watch Joker 2, James? Because yeah, no bueno. Yes, again to another Fabadoob chat. Have a great weekend, and thank you guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I like Stephen King's writing. You know, I don't like his book on writing, how it doesn't have chapter titles or anything. I'm trying to navigate it so I can skim through it quickly to find something for creative writing. Anyway, I just need some chapter titles. That would be nice. Let's see. The last Reels talk made me go back and watch Monster Squad.
That's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. I love that movie. Thank you. Did you sing along, James? James did not do that movie. You know what's really weird? I actually took video of it. I don't know if it captured it, but it was just Amanda and I and one other guy in the theater. That's it. And Amanda's kid. That's it.
Oh my gosh!
Like the Joker one made over $1 billion. I don't know exactly how much, but it was $1 billion. I think over $1 billion. I don't know how well this movie's gonna do.
I still have the single issues and the first hardcover of Birthright.
The standard one.
Deluxe edition.
You know you're going to know our short story. No, I haven't, but now I want to. It's the old adaptation. Good. The old one is good. Yeah. I like it. All right.
Trying to limit my DC Finest collecting to 2 lines. Teen Titans is a must, but I'm torn between Wonder Woman and Batman. I'm a big Wonder Woman fan, but I would love to buy Batman in that format.
It's going to be difficult too. Yeah, Dom is actually... We're working something out where he is going to be a bigger part of the channel. He's going to start doing the DC's Finest overviews on Tuesdays. So I'll be sending them to him. Because again, DC doesn't send us advanced copies, so I don't know what they look like or anything. I'll be doing like the first 2, and then I'm handing the baton over to my buddy Dom. And that's for me. I'm the same. I don't know which lines to collect. I'm like, I can't get them all. That's just... I'm going to run out of room, but probably Batman. Superman's a pass right now, but even though it's the first one, so I have to get it. Superman's a pass because it's the golden age. I have it in Omnibus format. Going Sane, out of print, Killing Joke, absolutely in there. And my favorite story, and your favorite, that's where that picture's from.
The Trigun Deluxe are amazingly nice looking. What am I trying to say? Man, they look good.
So people have a problem with the translation. People have a problem that there are no color pages. So it's the same. It's the same.
That would be nice.
What's it called? It's the same scans that they use for the Tonkobon. I never had a problem with that stuff. The problem that I've always had with Trigun is just the art is hard to follow. But it does have some kick butt artwork. But sequential art is so hard to follow when there's action sequences. That's it.
Yeah.
I barely made it to Chicago. Wake him along, buddy.
How do you feel about Null being the big bad of Venom 3?
If Amanda's forcing me to go see it to review it, I'll go watch it.
That's how you feel.
That's how I feel about Venom 3.
It's 1:00, so we have...
Let's do 3 more questions, baby.
Okay. Let's see. Aw, hey, Erwingu. let's go up to Big Stu. Like, this is a cow. Why is everyone asking my question?
I know what's going on, Big Stu. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you for that. I want to complete the entire story of Invincible Comics, but I'm getting confused as to this new volume edition or the Ultimate Collections. What are these? What's to choose for what price? Cheapest way to get Invincible, best bang for your buck. If you like softcover and you don't have to have all the extras, the compendiums. It's the cheapest way. Like there's, I think 3 of them. That's it. And they're softcover. They're big books. You get a lot of issues, just not a lot of extras. If you like oversized artwork, there are 12 deluxe hardcovers, the Ultimate Editions. And then if you really, really like Invincible, you love Ryan Ottley's artwork, the big slipcase editions. They've reprinted 1, 2, and 4, and we have 5 and 6 that just came out. They haven't reprinted 3 yet, so it's a little bit smaller.
Huh. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. So do you plan to make a Most Wanted Iron Man omnibus list?
If John helps me. I was like, I don't know if I can do top 10. I can do top 5. There's not a lot of, well, I think about it. I could probably come up.
This is a good question. I don't think it's going to be possible. New York Comic Con will be crazy. But do you think you guys, Minty fans, can all meet together for a quick pick meet?
Oh, I would love that. I just don't know how to. It's such a crazy.
We do have like a really busy schedule. But
it's busy because of just how big the convention is. Because getting from one location to another one is insane. Just because there's so many people, I would love that. But seriously,
so we'll keep that in mind. Like
if you're there,
to just do a picture.
But if you're there, come and say hi, please, please. I don't care what I'm doing. What has been writing One Piece longer than Claremont wrote. What are you trying to say about Uncle Claremont? What are you trying to say?
All right, here's the last question. When was the last time you went trick-or-treating in costume?
Does drinking and going to a party count?
No, trick-or-treating.
Sad. Probably when I was a sophomore in high school. That's the last time. Isn't that sad?
I think I was 16.
What were you? I was Jason.
Oh, I just wore my gi.
That's so lazy.
Karate. Because I was like, I'm too old to go trick-or-treating. So how about I wear this? It's not really a costume.
You too, Dana. Thank you so much.
Let's see. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this Saturday morning. You guys have a great weekend.
Absolutely.
And yeah, just thank you for talking comics with us, guys.
Yeah, we love you all. Stay healthy and safe, please. And John's going to help me with Iron Man.
It's more fun to go trick-or-treating in July.
Where is that, Kyle? There is no Dana, only Zool. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Don't forget to check out Cheap Graphic Novels if you live in America to get that Extremity near mint condition exclusive hardcover. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Stay minty.
Tony, what's up?